I have friends saying that it's too much, they know they can't afford it, and they're just going to go to bed when their 3,4-DAP runs out.
So you have a situation where the product that you have to take for your health will now cost you an unaffordable $375,000 a year.
Yes.
Rebecca, as I understand it, you have been diagnosed with a rare neuromuscular disease known as LEMS. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay, can you tell us a little bit about the disease and what's been going on recently that has gotten you so concerned?
In 2005, I got really sick and my body turned against itself. LEMS can be an autoimmune disorder as well as being caused by cancer. LEMS is a pre-neuronal junction problem where it's not getting enough energy to give your muscles power. So what happens is I can go for a while, but if I sit down, I just crash. I was sleeping sometimes 18 of the 24 hours a day just to be able to be around my family.
You're a mom, and that doesn't work when you have kids, huh?
It does not at all.
So you came down with this illness which has really impacted your life, but a couple of years ago you were put on a drug which has, as I understand it, worked well.
It was amazing. Within like 15 to 30 minutes, I felt like this huge weight had been lifted off my body. That's how immediate it was. I mean, it truly is a miracle drug.
It's a miracle drug, and it helped you, and we think many, many hundreds of other Americans who are suffering from your illness. How much did it cost you to get this medicine? What happened?
There's a small father and daughter pharmacy called Jacobus Pharmaceuticals who were asked by the MDA, Muscular Dystrophy Association, 20 years ago to make something that had been discovered in Europe. They made it. It was so cheap to make, and there were so few of us with LEMS that they decided to give it away for free on a compassionate use basis. It cost me nothing. For the last 2 years, I have not paid a penny for it. Dr. Jacobus and all the others there have just seen it as a way to do the right thing, to help people out like myself, who without it would be disabled.
So Jacobus was a pharmaceutical company that did exactly the right thing. They reached out.
Yes.
And just a huge help to you. And what's happened recently?
For the past couple of years, there have been an uneasiness that there's this other company, Jacobus Pharmaceuticals, who bought for $5 million a similar type of molecular structure, a drug like Jacobus was making of the 3,4-DAP, and they called it FIRDAPS. It was basically the same as 3,4-DAP. They pushed through their trials, and the long and short of it is they got FDA approval in November of 2018. And in their investor call on December 13th, 2018, they said that the average cost for one LEMS patient per year was going to be $375,000 per person per year.
Which I would imagine is something that is unaffordable to the vast majority of the people.
Correct.
A so-called miracle drug, once given to people for free, may now cost hundreds of thousands of dollars.
All right. And this company is Catalyst. The gentleman who is head of Catalyst.
Jacobus Pharmaceuticals in-licensed drugs to treat rare neuromuscular diseases.
What would you say to that gentleman?
I'd ask him what his intent when he bought the formula from BioMarin in Europe for FIRDAPS. Was his intent to help us more in the Lambert-Eaton community, or was his intent to make money? Because if that was his intention, we were all doing just fine with our 3,4-DAP at Jacobus and had wonderful care there. My understanding is that it costs so little to make this actual medication. So again, how are they justifying that? And they bought it, so they get orphan drug status. And that allows them 7 years of exclusivity. So Jacobus has had to stop producing 3,4-DAP.
I suspect the anxiety and the stress are not helping your condition, yes?
It's not at all. Actually, stress is something that, other than using your muscles too much, can exacerbate the symptoms of LEMS. So many people are even saying they're going to give up. Sorry. That breaks my heart, because that shouldn't be, you know?
It shouldn't be, and we're going to do everything possible to make sure that it doesn't happen. It really is unimaginable to know that you're on a medicine which allows you to live a fairly normal life, yes?
Yes, it does.
And without that medicine, your quality of life is going to deteriorate significantly. It's not inventing a new drug, it's there.
Yes, yes.
Well, we are going to do what we can with Mr. Catalyst and tell them that it is not acceptable that thousands of people are frightened to death about what happens to them.
Yes, they are.
I think you have articulated exactly what the issue is.
Let's work together.
Yes, please.
Please get the word out to your to people who are suffering from LEMS that some of us here are going to do our best.
Thank you.
All right?
I will communicate that to them, Mr. Sanders. Thank you so much.
All right. Rebecca, thanks so much for taking the time.
Thank you. Take care.
Bye-bye.